Okay, I lost connection. They knocked me down. We'll try it again. It knocked me out. What can I say, ladies? I'm shocked I was able to come back. Okay. I had to at least finish this. This is too much of a build up to not see what it looks like on the on the on the canvas. Like, no, YouTube, don't do that to us. We have a plan. And we're going to make it work. Okay. Let's see. I was not going to give up, even if YouTube gave up on me. I am not giving up. Okay. Oh boy. Well, we got some of the face. That's something. Yay! Some of you are making it back. Good. At least for the reveal, you know? At least for the reveal. Let me... fan it off camera. It looks like now the autofocus is on. It's supposed to be off, but when I came back, I think now I've got an autofocus problem. Okay, so now it's dry. Okay, now we got to pick a color, and I think I was using the colors. I need to get something that is a little more. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go get a different color. I'm going to get some kind of a pink or something. Let's see. This one, electric pink. There's one. Carousel pink. I don't know. Maybe something boysenberry. Yeah, maybe something a little more, a little darker. And what's this? Ooh, fuchsia's pretty too. We'll just try a few colors in there. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Can't be any worse than the last one. Can't be any worse than the fabric paint, that's for sure. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? We're over here trying to fix a mistake. We're fixing a mistake. I know that fabric paint's no good for the jelly plate. No way, Jose. Well, we had to find out, though. We don't want those lingering questions now, do we? At least now we know when someone asks us, we go, no, that doesn't work. Don't even try it. Here comes the scary part. Yeah, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I go, no. I needed to know if it works. I figured I'd share it with you guys. Okay, what do you guys think is going to happen? Oh dear, I don't want to cry. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so the answer is the answer is it does not. It does not. For whatever reason, I don't know why. In theory, it should work. There's no reason why this should not work. So there's probably a little something we need to tweak. I just don't know what that is. I don't know what that would be. And her face is still there. Look, her face is still there. Arrgh. Okay. Let's just put some wisteria and see if it'll. Pick it up with some paper. see if we can get anything off of here. Now this is going to bug me because this should work. I'm thinking I can't come up with a reason why it shouldn't work. I mean, logically, right? It might be the contact because obviously this is, you know, there's no texture. I mean, relatively, there's no texture to this paper. So it's laying completely flat. And when you're doing this, obviously contact is really important. I mean, it's picking up the paint, but it's not picking up that bottom layer. And so it might just have to do with the type of contact. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. No, we lost it completely, but at least we got a background. We got some cool colors. That's cool. Ta-da! Something. I can work with that. That is not a failure. All right, so let me think. What? I'm still thinking it's the texture of the fabric. It's not laying completely flat. It may work with a fabric that doesn't have the texture like a canvas does, you know, just like a regular cotton, which I don't even know if I have solid regular cotton. I don't even think I do. I don't think so. Okay, so let's see. Now that we got fabric out, I think I'll put one of my faces on here. Hold on, let me move some of this stuff over. Now I've got too much stuff on my, and no, we're not using the fabric. We are not using that fabric. Paint. Okay, so I think what I want to do now, while you're here with me, let me get, let's see, where are those? I'm going to cut this so that I have room to play with this. Okay. All right. It's smaller, easier to work with. And then I think what I'm going to do, let's get this over a little bit more. All right, so then I'm going to get my block on stamps. Let's see which ones do I want to get. And we'll put it on fabric. And have some fun with that. That'll work right there. And then all I need is, oops, stepping on my prints. All I need is over here. This one, it's on pink. And pink. It'll accomplish what I want to, I think. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna do some black first. All right, so. Putting down some black. And then I'm going to get one of my not enough paint. Can you see it? I can see it. Barely, but I can see it. This will be a cool background. Cool. That'll be nice. Looks like nothing's printing on that fabric. See if I can get it back on same spot. Probably not. Oh, I did. Yay! I don't know who made this stamp, to tell you the truth. It's a mainstream. What was it? I think it's by Tulip, if I'm not mistaken. I think. One day they had them, well, 2 different times they had them at 75% off of the regular price, just certain ones, not all of them. And so I got the ones that was 75% off. And then, you know, like 6 months later, the other ones were on sale. So So I got some of those. And then I had been gifted a few. I don't know where they came from. But this is one of the ones I got at the 75% off. I know that. Let's try and redo this one. Yay! Aaron, I've got your cards already in the envelope. Your country cards. I was going to mail it to Dave, and my husband was running around, and I have a sick dog with a bladder infection in the house, so one of us has to be with him at all times. Poor little guy, he's had that infection for too long. He's on his third round of antibiotics. Fortunately, it's a localized infection. He doesn't he doesn't have a fever or anything like that. And I do think he's getting better, because it was hard for him to get up and down before, and he's getting up pretty good now. Plus, he's old and has arthritis. But anyway, I didn't get to the post office. Oops, that didn't work. Oops. Hi, Debbie. I know, I'm running late. This is a late show. I'm a night owl too. I always have been. Even if I had to get up early. I don't know what it is. Okay. And let me find a small one to finish it off with. You're showing your age, Susan, with Johnny Carson and Jay Leno. One's dead. Yeah, so I hope we're better than dead people. Although I like to watch Perry Mason, and he's been dead longer than Johnny Carson. Ooh, Rear Window. I love that movie. I watch it whenever I can. Now, an old movie I really like, and I can't find it to buy it. I mean, it's really, really old. I think it's like, I don't know, excuse me, 40s or something. It's a old Betty Davis movie called Mr. Skeffington. I don't know why, but I just love that movie. Okay, now, now. All right, so let's get this off. I can get one more print off of this, maybe. Maybe. Skeffington. I can't type it in right now. I got too much paint all over me. But it's Skeffington. I don't know how you spell it. Skeffington. Maybe. Claude Rains is Mr. Skeffington. We used to have this channel, a local channel in Los Angeles, and all they did was show old movies. So when I was young, I just loved all the old stuff. I mean, it was old then. It's ancient now. Of course, you know, as a kid, the old ones that I liked were the funny ones, you know. Abbott and Costello. I mean, there was kids my age that didn't even know who Abbott and Costello was. And I'd come home. They had them. Just happened that they would play it like I think it was like 3 o'clock. So I get home from school. And then they would repeat the same movie at 9 o'clock. So I'd watch it at 3, and if it was a good one, I made sure all my homework was done early. So at 9 o'clock, I could at least watch some of it because it was too late by then. But even then, I was a night owl. I could go to bed late and get up for school. You can buy it for $2.99. Now, when you buy them, is it yours, or do you have to buy it and view it? I mean, pay each time you view it. I've never bought one on YouTube. Ooh, cool. I like this one too. Now, there was this one Abbott and Costello movie. I can't remember the name of it. But it was in, I'm sure Erin is going to know the name. If she watched them, she'll know the name. Okay, on this particular one, let's see now. I forget the premise. I don't remember why they were there, but they were at an old mansion, and there was 2 ghosts there, and the ghosts were stuck there from, I think, you know, some war. I don't know which war. I don't know if it was against England. I guess it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. I forget now. See, it's been so long since I saw it. And so it was a girl and a guy, and they were stuck in that in that mansion, and something had to be done. They had to find a letter because he was considered a traitor. So I guess that's why he was stuck there, because he was a traitor. But he wasn't a traitor, and there was a letter somewhere in the house that would prove that he wasn't a traitor. And that's the only way they could leave and not be stuck there. And so that was the whole premise of the movie. But I can't remember the name. Okay, Aaron, what is it? I know she's busy over there on Google trying to find the name. All right. And for some reason, that movie just tickled me. Oh, that's right. It was something to do with George Washington was the one I think that wrote the letter. There's a free one. I don't know. You better find me that link because I've looked and looked. They have clips. I found clips, to the movie. 2-3 minute clips, but I have not found the movie. If you find it, I need the link. Are you on Facebook? You can go. I've stumped you. Oh my goodness. And then they finally do find the letter in a piece of furniture. And so they read the letter, which allows them to be released. And then it shows them going to heaven, but they can't go in because it is George Washington's birthday. So that was kind of like the end joke. The whole movie was they were going to be released because Washington had written a letter showing that, he wasn't a traitor. And then when they're finally going to be together up in heaven or something, they can't get in because it's closed for George Washington's birthday. See the stupid stuff we like? Oh, ridiculous. Anyway. Now, where is my gold stuff? Yeah. What was the name of that? Yes, The Time of Their Lives. You found it. That's it. That's it. Erin's the winner again. She's starting to get on my nerves. Well, unless she's finding stuff for me, of course. Okay. Okay, Erin, here's another one. Let me think of one. Does it have to be Abbott and Costello, or can it be any old movie? She looked it up. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to have to look that up. Somehow it has totally... Now, I don't know about you guys. A lot of people don't like it. I think because they don't understand it. But a lot of people don't like Groundhog's Day. Now, tomorrow, I believe, isn't it tomorrow? Or am I mistaken? I could be wrong. But anyway, I just think that's such a cute movie, and people get irritated by it. I know, that's why I would never ever play trivia with Erin unless she was on my team. Then I would definitely be playing with her. Oh, okay, see, I knew Erin would know if it was Groundhog's Day. Anyway, I like that movie. I don't care what anybody says. You can argue with me all you want, but I think it's a cute movie. Oh yeah, today, you're right. Aaron was wrong. Take the prize away from Aaron. That's not showing up at all now, is it? But that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to. Because the only reason I'm doing this is so I can get my black paper. Okay, and another movie that people find annoying, that is like one of my favorite movies, is What About Bob? I don't know why people don't like What About Bob. I think it's one of those movies that you either love it or you hate it. He either annoys you or he's endearing to you. I like him. Yeah, we're having a sleepover. I have stuff to sell. People bought my stuff at my last auction with Jessica, and they didn't pay, so I have stuff. I'm gonna take it off and just list it in the shop. Look at that. Well, you know, I never thought I liked Bill Murray until I started thinking of the movies that I liked. And I think those are kind of like the only two, because I can't even think of any other movies that he made, so I can't be that much of a fan. It just happened that those two stuck with me. What other movies did he make? Maybe I do like them. I don't know. Let's see. I need to. Okay. Ghostbusters, I can take it or leave that movie. It wasn't one of my favorites. I think my all-time favorite comedy, okay, I'm going to set this up first, that I went to go see this movie when it came out. I think it was when it came out, or was it like a revival kind of thing? I don't remember. Anyway, I was very young, but I've always had a quirky sense of humor since I was young. And so I went with a friend to go see this movie, and we were the only ones there laughing. And I couldn't figure out why nobody else was laughing, because it was the most hysterical movie I had ever seen. And people were actually telling us, shh, shh. And I'm thinking, you know, I paid this money to see this movie, and I paid for my own popcorn. I didn't sneak it in or anything. I paid for my own candy, and it's a comedy, and they're telling us to shut up. Okay, well, I think to this day, there's still people that either they love it or they don't get it. If they don't get it, of course, they can't like it. And that's Young Frankenstein. How many people have seen Young Frankenstein? And do you like it or you just don't get it? All right. Because if you get it, you would like it. Yeah, I do like that, right? Woo-hoo, pretty. All right. That's all I have to say about Young Frankenstein. Oops. Because if you don't like Young Frankenstein, you need to get a sense of humor. That's all I can say. I gotta get some over here. Oh. Oops. Yes, it is hysterical. Okay, what I did last time that I was playing with these, I was stamping these, and with these, I had the all of the metallics, and then I was using these, and then to clean them off, I put them in here, and look how cool it came out. This was just cleaning off the stamps. Look how cool. And then I made a bunch of prints on the other, on here with the cardstock. And right now, I had mentioned on the other, on the previous video, that I'm making an Asian journal. And so I know most of these, aren't Asian, but you can fake things to be whatever you want them to be. And I'm using some of the ones that I did on the cardstock to go with my Asian journal that I'm making right now. So let me, all right. So what I did that particular time, let me try it again. Sometimes you do something and then you forget, well, how exactly did I do that? I think what I did, if I'm not mistaken, I really can't remember. I think I'm going to do it on this one and see if I remember what I did. How I did it. That's why sometimes, even if you're not going to publish the video or go live or anything, sometimes it's good just to record for your own memory, to know what did I just do. Because the memory for some of this for us senile people, it's very elusive sometimes. Oh yeah, arsenic and old lace, that is a good one too. There's this one, I forget the name right now. I think it's called Leave Her to Heaven. I think it's called. Not Heaven Can Wait. That's a different oldie. But I think it's Leave Her. Gene Turney is in it. I can't remember the other people. And that's a pretty good one too. It's more of a drama. Well, a real drama. She kills somebody. Yeah, Cary Grant was really underestimated, I think. I think he got a lot of attention because he was a handsome man, but I think that he was underrated as an actor, I think. Okay, so now we'll do the double whammy. Just because. Yeah, I think her name is Gene Turney. I mean, I know there's an actress that name. I'm pretty sure she's the one in it. And I think the male lead is I want to say Dana Andrews, but I don't know. Woo! Now, when that dries, that is going to look so cool. Let me tell you. I think there's a little too much shine for you to see it on the on the monitor. All right, so then let that dry a little bit. I'm going to put another cool color on top of that. Cornell Wild. That's right. I got the two of them confused in my head. So you found the movie? If you know it's Cornell Wild, you found the movie. Okay, now let's see. That's too light. Getting a runny nose for some reason. Let's see. Oops. Thanks for coming. All right. I just watched a cool movie the other night that I really like too. That's super old. I think it's like from the 30s. And that's Rebecca. That's an oldie. Classic oldie. Ooh, what's going on with the... Ah! Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh. That is going to be so cool when it dries up. I like that a lot. It's not showing up too good on the monitor, but it's really intricate. Cool. Wow. I like that. I think the best movies are the ones without color, especially if they're dramas. Some of those movies, I didn't like it when they colorized them because the mystique and the aura about them was gone. That's why I like what they did with Young Frankenstein. I don't think that movie would have been half as effective if they had it in color. Okay, what other, ouch. I'm awake. Okay, what am I gonna do? Now these did not come with the same, from the same, oh yeah, no, these came from that same company. These didn't. See, these are real wood, and this is not. This is some kind of a something simulated wood. So these are the ones that I think that Tulip make. But these are real wood. They work about the same, actually, but two of those. Mm-hmm. This one's pretty. I like that one too. Yeah, I think it is a resin. Yeah, I used to have these on a little small little shelf that I had, but I tended not to use them. I had them in the other room, and I like them, so I just put them in. I have I have them in this big Caramia artichoke heart jar. I have 2 jars full of them, so I have them just sitting right here on my table, so I can still see them, and they still look pretty, but they're close by, so I'll actually use them. Okay. I'm gonna go get, when I pull this one, I'm gonna go get the journals I'm working on and show you what I did with the metallics that I already had. Ooh, looky, pretty. I like that one too. Oh, hope it's not reflecting too much. Okay, let's throw that one down there on the floor. And we'll let that dry and then put something else over on top of that. That'll look clueless that time. Okay, hold on one second again. And I'm going to go get that project and show you. what you can do with these metallics. See, these are some metallics I've already done. Oops, going the wrong way. Hold on. I got too many things up here. And so I had them pieces that were done on an individual piece of black cardstock, and then I've just cut them, you know, to fit in here. And that's how I've used them up. I'm going to end up using them like that. And this will be the little pockets that I'm going to be putting inside of this journal. Here's these that I did. I love all these colors. There we go. So that's the beginning. Yay! So I like working with metallics. Whoops. And let's do the last pull on here. And let's see, what color shall I use? Let me get this one. Ooh, Casablanca. I like that. Do you guys like Betty Davis? Little Foxes. That was a good one. I think that was the best Crazy Woman. That one and Mr. Skeffington. But Little Foxes, yeah, she was ruthless. Ugh. Ooh. Got some of the turquoise in there. It looks cool. Look at that one. Die, my darling. Who's in that? That doesn't even sound familiar. Is that an old one? Mm-hmm. Hi, Annie. We're having a sleepover. Okay, so which one? Oh, this one's cool. Here. See how much damage we can do with these. Yeah, we have to share our favorite old movie, favorite classic actor and actress. Ooh. Annie's not a morning person. That's okay. Me neither. All right. People are waking up. Woohoo. I did 2 batches of my Eco Dine today because we actually had the sun out. So I was able to put them outside to dry halfway. Ooh, that came out cool too. Some are wooden, and some of them are like, this is a resin. I think we've decided these are made out of resin, and then some of them are wood. This one's wood. It just depends, where they came from. That's wood. That's resin. Yay! Yeah, I like how that one came out. Okay. Next. Oh. All right, so let me get a different color. We're on a roll now, people. Let's get a little bit of this one. As long as we're awake, I'll keep doing this. All right, so let's do this one. Turn the page. All right. Oh, Gaslight. That's a winner. That's a wonderful movie. What a wonderful choice. Wish I had remembered about that movie. I love it. My favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie, well, my two, I guess I have two favorites. Rear Window is right up there with it, but maybe that's number 2. Number 1 is Stranger on a Train. I love that movie. Ooh, this one came out cool too. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah, wrong number. Oh no, no, no. I was thinking of the wrong one. Dial M for Murder is another winner. I love that movie. Love, love, love that movie. Who was in that? Grace Kelly and Ray Milland. I love that movie. Now I'm in the mood to watch some movies. What does he say on the train? I don't know. Vice versa. I don't. What do you mean? Yeah, they're already tense. They're breathing down each other's back. My Fair Lady. Which one's that one? My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady. Oh, I know which one I like. I almost forgot. There's a movie with Fred Astaire and Leslie Caron, and it's called Daddy Longlegs. I don't know why. I just love that movie. I have no excuse. I just like it. Hey, all most of the good movies were before any of us were born. 30s, 40s, 50s. Those were great movies. All right, let's see how this one works. Ow, ow, ow. I'm starting to itch. It's a little wet. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let that dry. Put something over that one. I can't quote movies. You guys are way ahead of me. Except for put the candle back. Okay, that's a direct quote. Okay. Nope. Okay. Now I have to put a contrasting color on top of that. What do I have? No, I don't want to put that. Let's see. No. Okay, let's see what silver does. Ooh, that sounds it's not going to work. See, my husband watches different movies from me. He's from New York, and he likes, the New York stuff and the mobsters and the, all that stuff. I don't like those kinds of movies. I am not drawn to it at all. So he'll say, "Remember blah blah blah." No, honey, I've never seen the movie. Well, remember? No, I didn't see that movie either. Remember when Jake LaMotta? No, I didn't see that movie either. Remember in Goodfellas? No, I did not see that movie either. Oh my goodness. But he likes those movies because, he knew people just like those people. So it's familiar to him, and it's funny to him, even if it's not funny. It's funny to him. Oh, you could have long conversations with my husband about Goodfellas, about, what? Raging Bull. He loves that one. Whoops. Maybe I could. You name it. And I'm going, yuck. I'm not into that, dear. Now, My Cousin Vinny, I love that movie. And my husband gets going. He sounds like my cousin Vinny. Sometimes he gets all of his New York back. Get him excited or get him mad or get him really happy, excited. It all comes back. When he's just kind of ho-hum in the middle of the road. He sounds halfway. Yeah, 2 Utes. Ooh, this one's coming out cool, people. Ooh, can you see all that? I hope so. This one came out pretty. Okay. No self-respecting Southerner would make instant what? Come on. What is it? I know you know it. Don't pretend you don't know. The eyewitness was making something, so he was identifying the wrong people coming out of the store. And he said it only took X amount of minutes to make something. And so in cross-examination, he says, well, do you make instant blah, blah, blah? And he goes, well, no. And so the timeline changed, which helped prove their innocence. Because it takes 20 minutes. Any self-respecting Southerner knows it takes 20 minutes to make blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I forgot to look up. Yeah. Grits is it. Bing, 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 bing. All right, so. I think maybe I'll use this one. Yeah, it's like telling an Italian that they use instant risotto. No self-respecting Italian would make instant risotto. Okay, maybe one. Yeah, that's good. Where's my paper? Well, I'm not crazy about instant or full-fledged grits because they don't really taste any. It's like cream of wheat. Cream of wheat has no flavor unless you put butter and sugar and cinnamon or applesauce or something. It's like no flavor. And that to me is like grits, you know. It's like all the stuff you put in it is what makes it taste good. It's like tofu. Tofu has no flavor until you mix in all this crazy stuff with it, and then it's yummy. Ooh, another pretty one. But what kind of stuff do you put in your cream of wheat? I bet you put all kinds of stuff, right? Or are you a purist? Are you a purist? We're having a sleepover, Tammy. We're arguing about cream of wheat, grits, risotto, instant or not instant. Add a bunch of goobly gop, or do you eat it straight? There's no right or wrong answer because I don't like it either way. Although I do like my cream of wheat, but I have to put so much junk in it for it to taste good to me. I mean, why bother? Give me Cheerios. Cheerios and a banana. I'm happy. Well, about 9 months ago, my husband was diagnosed. Well, he was told he needed to bring his sugar down, and his sugar was like 190 or something, which is like double what it should be. So for years, he never had any problems, and it was just like bing, overnight. Because he gets blood workup because he has a liver problem. So he gets a blood workup, every 4 to 6 months, and he's never had, problems with, the level of sugar, and it happened, as I'm sure it will happen with most of us. And my goodness, the man cannot eat anything anymore. Everything just shoots up his sugar crazy. It was amazing. We were, we still keeping a log, but when we were keeping it, at the beginning, it was like, oh my goodness, eliminate that, eliminate that, eliminate that. I love cooking. I hate it now because I can't, I can't mix it up. The kind of cook I am is like the same way I do art. I like to throw everything together. I like it to be bright and spicy. And now it's like, bring out the grits. No, you can't even have grits because that's just all carbohydrate too. Not that he liked it, but I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. But it's amazing. I mean, things you wouldn't even think of just made his sugar shoot up. So it's like, I don't even like cooking anymore. It's boring. Steamed vegetables. Can't put this, can't put that. Can't put the tomato sauce. Can't put the what? Because it's got, they've all got sugar in it. Plus the tomato itself has a lot of natural sugar in it. Ooh, pretty. So I told him I don't like to cook anymore. And then he used to love to eat different kinds of soups. Well, you can't put you can't put potatoes in it. I can't put any starch in it because his body just like overreacts to all the starches. He used to love chickpeas. I can't eat hummus no more. I used to make it all different kinds of flavors. He can't eat it. It's like, oh my gosh. I still eat the tomatoes. So now I just get the cherry tomatoes. And like for a salad or something, I just give him 2 or 3 of those. I said, if you can't eat those, you might as well just be a rabbit. Because I don't know what to give you anymore. Oh. All right. Now, I think I'll put purple. No, I already did a purple. Maybe I need to do another aqua. I tried growing tomatoes. I've given up. I'm not even doing a vegetable garden this year at all. Because between the birds and the squirrels, there's nothing left. And we have gophers. So between all that, it's like I wasted my money, my time. Water is not cheap where I live, and it gets really hot during the summer. And so I give up. Plus, my husband probably can't eat any of them anyway. Not the ones I could grow. So I'm just going to concentrate on my flowers for my eco dyeing and not worry about it. Okay. Yes, Rear Window. We're all a fan of that one. See, I like mysteries, but I don't like gory stuff. I never have. Not as a kid, not as an adult. Hey, how come that didn't all come up? Oh, I forgot to stamp it. Oh, oh well. I forgot to stamp it. The Nutty Professor was a good one. It showed that Jerry Lewis could act. I like that one. Well, should I do something on top of this? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is that the color I use? No. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get some. Kenny, they need to stop it. Why is it doing that? It's got to be YouTube. You know why? Because I am hot wired into my internet. I'm not even using Wi-Fi. Yep, of course. Of course the horse, because we're talking about Mr. Ed. Woo. I like that too. All right. Is it still buffering, you guys? We might have to call it a night anyway. Oh, it's all better now? Okay, good. All right. Well, let me know. If it starts buffering, we'll just call it a night. I'll keep doing a couple more. And you guys let me know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think YouTube is playing tricks on us, and then they're going to tell us, uh-oh, well, excuse me, to strengthen up the signal and to stop all this, we're going to have to start charging you by the minute. By the minute, we're going to charge you. And we're going to go gulp. What? Charge us? We already making money with commercials, advertising. All right. Let's see. And mix a little bit. Yeah, we should all get together and start our new, our own place where we can stream. Probably only need a couple of million to start that, don't you think? All right. Oops. Oops. Doing a lot of oops tonight. Thank you. I know I love my e-stamps. I try to use them as often as I can. Ooh. pretty. Ooh, you see that? Now these, okay, when it comes to these stamps, these are the ones that are made of the resin. I think a company called Tulip, the same company that does the paints for fabric, um, they make a line of these. I forget what they cost. They're not cheap, but I happened to get them when they were on clearance. That's why I bought, I think, each one that they had there left. And I think, like, for maybe, I don't know which ones came with which, but let's just say these would cost like about $10 or something like that for those three. Then on Amazon, you can get is this the wood one? No. On Amazon, you can get the wood ones, and there's a lot of different companies. You just have to hunt and see which one, have the reasonable price at that time. But they were reasonable. And that's where I got mine. So you can look up the Tulip brand. I think Amazon has the Tulip brand too, but of course they're not going to be on sale. But if you're the type that builds up your points, through credit cards and stuff with Amazon, then you can, get yourself a pretty good deal. All right, so there's got to be one in there I haven't used tonight. Let's use something I haven't used. Whoa. Oh, well, hello. Pretty. That one's pretty too. So let's try the Animules. We'll do, I have two different kinds of Elefantes. So let's do the elephants. Now see, this one's on wood and this one's on the resin. You can see the difference. And they sound different. And this is wood. All right, so let's pick a color. Yeah, about the smallest I've seen on, I wish I could remember where I got these. I can't remember now what I got where. But even though this is only 1.25 inches, you would think, ooh, 1.25 inches, that's too small. That's not small at all, doing this kind of stuff. So that kind of gives you an idea. If they give you the size and it says 1.25 inches, that's still good. And, this is 3 inches, a little over 3, about 3.25. So I'd say go for it. This is 2.25, and that's big. Almost 3 from the largest end, longest end, about 3. 2.5. So yeah, if it's at least 1 inch, you're still going to be just fine. It's 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. I say go for it. Go for it. All right, so oh, let me use some of this. Okay. Let's do Mr. Elephant. A page. Stamping. Oh, how cute. All right. Look how cute they came out on that. Cute. Stop it. Ooh, cool. They came out cool. Hey. Woohoo. I like it. I know. I've got carts. I don't think you could add any more to the carts. Just my fantasy shopping spree. It's never going to happen. Okay, so I did that one. And let's do this guy. Look a little bit different. And a different color. Ooh, this is pretty. Amethyst. Well, see, that's the problem. I do have the space for it. That's scary because I have a separate space for my studio. So it's like, no, no. But I always talk myself out of it. Because I've told, I like to recycle, so much stuff that when it comes to, buying stuff, it's got to be something that there's just no way I think I'm going to find it somewhere else. Like these blocks. I didn't think I was, where would I find these? Just by chance at some thrift store, I don't think there's any chance. I had a friend, I shared this story in my group a couple of years ago, and I repost it once a year. I think I'm going to repost it if I can find it again in my group. But I had a friend was an artist, a fine artist, and she had lots of stuff that she used in her artwork. And like most of us, she had things that, she hoarded because it was special and she wanted a special project for it. And so she hadn't used it yet. Well, she found out that she had terminal cancer, and I spent about the last 3 weeks of her life with her. And she knew I had the group, and she knew that I did, this type of art and stuff. And so she asked if she could, you know, what's the word? Oh, forgot the word. I'm going blank. There's a word. Dictate. If she could dictate like a little letter or post to the people in my group, and I said, oh, of course. And she was just emphasizing that, as an artist, we should all use our stuff. We shouldn't hoard our stuff, because you might find yourself in a position where you're never going to ever be able to use your stuff, that you think is special, and nobody else thinks it's special but you. And your special stuff that you never used because it was so special is going to end up at the end of a driveway on a garage sale, because no one in your family or friends or anything, identified with those kinds of things that were special to you. So she wanted everybody to be sure that they looked at their stuff and their special stuff, that they used it. And whether it was for themselves or to make things for other people or whatever it was, she says, use your special stuff, because it's going to end up at the end of your driveway in a garage sale if you don't use it the way that you want it to be used. And so it kind of struck a chord with me, because it's so true. Most people, aren't going to have the attachment to the stuff that you have an attachment for, even though it may be beautiful. There's not a lot of people like us. Especially those of us that recycle and we use, other people think is trash. I mean, it is trash, but we find the beauty in the trash. Even my husband, he spots all the trash now that we're getting ready to throw. I go, don't you think you could use this? He's all into it. Why are you throwing that away? Well, because I have 5 of those already. And it's just an envelope. I don't think I need that many junk mail envelopes. You got to learn self-control too with all this trash stuff. Yes, Susan, exactly. Just glue it down. My favorite thing, I think, is just doing glue books. I get such relaxation from just gluing things down. And I know some people that do the glue books, there's like, various ways. Some people just put whatever they want. Some people do it by category, of a certain item. And I found that what I enjoy doing is doing it by color. So I have several that I've done, and I just, I don't even think I did it on purpose. It just sort of, turned out that way. I'm going to dry this and then put another color over that. And I love doing it by colors. Yeah, I think you're right. Um, there are people. See, okay, I would not call myself a perfectionist because I can't throw things down. I can have things messy. Yada yada yada. But um, I find I don't see it until other people come into my studio. Even though I do have a lot of stuff, um, it's organized in the fact that when I have people come over here, either for workshops or just my friends coming to play around, if someone says, "Do you have blah blah blah?" I get up and I go and I get it. It isn't like, "Oh, I know I had it somewhere. Where is it?" And then you find it 2 years later. I know where all my stuff is. I got all my paints in one area, I have all my stamps in one area, I have all my fabric, I have all the notions for fabric in another area. And so I know where everything is. But I'm kind of a little more, loose when it comes to the actual doing of the art. I'm not so, you know, I'm just freer, I think, when I do my art. And so at least I can use all my trash and find it at home on my pages. And I can just slop the stuff down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Whoops. Oh, banging everything. Like I was working on that Get a Spine, my Get a Spine journal. And that one, I like it a lot because it's black and white with a little tinge of red in it. And that's all it is. And it's pretty cool. I like working in that one. Okay, let's put some purple. Let's put some purple back here and see what happens. Whoops. I'm going to put a little bit of gold in there. Just a little bit. Just itty bitty. Itty bitty. And see what happens. Okay. Even though, people have known me for years, they associate me with bright colors and, whether, bright red lipstick or shiny, long, dangly earrings or whatever. I really like the black and white too. I don't know why. I mean, there's absolutely no color there. But oops, uh-oh. Now, why did all that stick? Look, this did the same thing just like did I accidentally put the fabric? This is what happened to the fabric paint. But look, I think this looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, it doesn't show up too good, but real life, you can see all of the peacocks, and it looks really cool. All right. I like how that came out. All right, let me clean this up with just a pull and see what we can get out of here. Let me get some color shift, see what's going on. Just for some craziness. Let's get crazy, people. I'll clean up this plate and I'll show you real quick one of my black and whites. Oops. Not good. Not good, Rosemary. Paint. Paint everywhere. Paint everywhere. Okay, let's see how this comes up. No, it picked up quite a bit of the goobers. I cleaned it up some. Yay. All right, let me put this over here. Put this away. That way. Let's put these away. Excuse all the noise. Make some room. Put my metallics away. Okay. Whoops. One more. And here's my black and white. Let's hope that this crazy autofocus doesn't go too crazy. Probably will. You see all of this. I got scrapbook paper and just scratch paper and um you know, cardboard, all kinds of things. Stuck it together to make the journal, and then I just glued on top um anything that was black and white. And I think it's a lot of fun looking for black and white stuff. Some a little creepy. And there was no reason why I put what, where. Sometimes it's just a matter of it fit. And that's it. I love it. And then I didn't even think, hold on, I didn't even think that I liked pink. And I realized that I had a bunch of pink stuff. Because when I get, cut things out, I put them away in based on colors too. And that way, if I know I need an accent of some color, I know, okay, well, it's over there. And I didn't realize how much pink stuff I had cut up. And so I made a pink one too. And, if someone said, oh, Rosemary likes pink, no, I'm not a pink kind of girl. But here you go. These were all the things I had saved in various places. So I would encourage anybody that, is new to, junk journaling or, any kind of mixed media. If you haven't worked on a journal because you're scared to, get a glue stick and a pair of scissors and have some fun. Because it's a lot of fun. And you're going to start seeing patterns of what you cut out of magazines. I started noticing, that even though I'm not like a foo-foo girl, I was starting to cut out foo-foo stuff, I love those colors. Woo. Woof. Ta-da! Fun. Yeah, 3 colors are good too. I like that. You bring in the contrast. Okay, ladies, I'm going to show you real quick some of the Ecodyne I did today, a little bundle, and then we'll call it a night because it is already going to be 3 o'clock where I am. Hold on a second. So I had fun playing with my stuff, but woo! I don't know if the colors are going to show up or not, but I'll put them on single. These are some of the pages that I did. Let's see. Okay. But I really enjoy doing this. I have a lot of fun doing these. I guess I have fun doing them because they never come out the same. So it's like the surprise. It's like opening up a little gift every time you open up these bundles. It's like, what is it going to be this time? And I like, during the fall, I like cruising around town, looking for leaves on the ground. I like how that one came out. Yeah, the different leaves, depending on the season, they all print differently. Last year, I printed with leaves in the spring, the summer, and the fall. And yes, they do print differently because of what allows the leaves to print is tannin, and throughout the year, there's different amounts of tannin in the leaves, and so it's going to affect, how it prints. But like this one right here, look how this came out. I love how this one came out. Oh, the colors don't look that great on the monitor, but I like that one too. Let's find something looks a little different. Like these right here are sweet gum leaves for my sweet gum tree. I've got 2 of those trees in my yard. And these right here are sumac leaves. Here's some more of the sumac right there. And for some that are up on the northeast, the sumac around here, they're not poisonous. I know the ones up in the northeast, they're like poison ivy, but the ones in my area, they're a different kind. Let's see. See, these are also the sweet gum tree. And these, I know these are from my yard. Can't remember the name of that. Anyway, this is what I did all day today. Well, half the day. Half a day. And that's that. So I did a bunch more, but those were mostly from all the leaves that are in my yard. Okay, ladies. I think we're going to call it a night for tonight. The sleepover is officially over. The sleepover is officially over. And thank you for helping me test out. I don't know what was going on with my camera, but you know, now it's connecting to YouTube and it wouldn't connect before. So probably tomorrow it won't work again, but we'll find out. I'll be optimistic. But tomorrow I'm working out in the yard because we're actually going to have warm weather. I can't believe it. So we're going to pick up where we left off when it started, like, 20 degrees around here. But tomorrow it's supposed to be like 65. So I'm going to enjoy it. So if I'm going to enjoy it, I better go to bed. You guys aren't sleepy? I should just leave it on and let you guys chit chat with each other. Yeah, if you guys didn't know that you had a channel, you do, or else you wouldn't be able to be talking here. So you're signed up. You may not have any videos, but you definitely have a channel. So why not get a camera and start? Be brave. Do something new. All right, ladies. Thanks again. And we'll see you whenever my camera works. All right. Good night.